Ready for your questions.
What have you learned so far about Kingsley and how he's fitting in and just the comfort level for him at that left tackle spot?
Yeah, Kingsley, uh, you could see it right off his talent, his physical talent. Big, strong, great movement skills. He's shown a knack for being able to pull and make blocks in space. He's a young guy that's trying to grasp all of our techniques and as well as the playbook. So that's a work in progress and kind of figuring out how does he learn best so we can help him grow as quickly as possible.
Do you feel like he's maybe more advanced at this point of camp than you thought he might be when camp started?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I'm really pleased with where he's at. He's progressively gotten better each day in terms of picking up, something. We say, hey, man, great, you got that. Let's put that in your hip pocket. Now let's add one more detail, one more skill to the mix.
You guys have been comfortable starting rookie linemen. What's been the key to that, you think, just making sure that they're ready on day one?
Well, first it starts with our scouts bringing in good people, guys with the requisite skills, size, strength, and so we've been fortunate here to get some really good guys in here. When you talk about Creed and Trey, Kingsley has that kind of ability that you can put up against anybody. Now it's just a matter of execution, details, learning our offense.
You talked a little bit about having been around the NFL and having relatives. Do you see in him, I guess, a little bit more maturity and comfortability from having been around the NFL a little bit?
No, you raise a good point. I hadn't really considered that. One of the things I always ask young linemen is, are you a fan of football? Who do you like to watch? Just get a sense of that. And Kingsley is certainly a guy that knows a lot about that. Of course, he loves to watch his cousin. He loves to watch this guy, that guy. He's a football junkie. And so you want that. You want people that are all about ball. And so, yeah, maybe that has a lot to do with, why he is that way.
Andy, whenever you're dealing with younger guys, there's a certain amount of snaps and reps you want them to get to different muscle memory, you want technique one.
I would, yes. Muscle memory plays a big part, especially if you're trying to tweak a technique, break a habit. That's a tough thing to do. The more reps you can get, the better, obviously. So is there a set number? No, but hey, if we can get more, and that's one great thing about coaches' training camps.
How about progress in the two other draft players, Anson and Norzad?
Yeah, so Hunter Norzad has made great progress. He's a very quick study, which you'd expect from a guy with an Ivy League background. I mean, you tell him something once, man, he's got it. But what I've been most pleased with is that he has been able to make little technique adjustments. I didn't know if we'd get that from him, but I see it every day from him. And then C.J. Hansen is a tough nut now. I mean, he's as tough as they come, loves football, and so he's been making steady progress as well. I'm really pleased with both those guys.
Last two, Nathan.
Andy, do you feel like you have defined roles for your two line in terms of depth, or how much will these next two preseason games sort of define that role as well?
Yeah, so it's definitely taking shape. But as you mentioned, there's a lot of work yet to be done, 2 more preseason games. And so guys still have an opportunity to step up and carve out a role. I would say at this point, nobody's got anything locked down. When you talk about your swing interior guys, I mean, we got a really good battle going on there with Norzad and Caliendo. And then at the tackle spots, Wanye and Lucas both have started games. They're capable of being starters. So what is their role going to be? It's not yet been determined.
Andy, not to belabor the point, but talking to Kingsley yesterday, Joe Thuney seemed like he was being a real help for him, just having him beside him, to sort of take him aside to show him a few of the ins and outs. From your perspective, how helpful is that to have a veteran sort of being able to maybe fill in a little bit of blanks?
Yeah, that is huge. So Joe especially, but not just Joe. I mean, all of our veteran guys are fantastic with our young guys. We've got a super young room with 7 rookies. But you talk about Joe Thuney grabbing Kingsley. It's like another coach on the field. He's able to be supportive. He's able to push him. He's able to hit him on some details, maybe answer a question that he didn't have a chance to ask in a meeting. that is absolutely invaluable, and that's one of the reasons we've got such a great culture in our room.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.